I love reality shows. I'm a reality show junkie. I love ratchetness.
See, the thing about reality TV is I can only take but so much of reality TV.
Oh, I like reality shows because it's people putting their business out in the street, and I like laughing at people. And there's corny people in there, and I like laughing at corny people.
It's all staged. I might just make it a sitcom. I don't know when we hear the word reality, people get hyped.
Sometimes reality shows, I guess they want you to make TV, but when something is real, you can't make that up.
And I try to limit myself to one or two because my ratchet meter will really go off. And I really don't have time for ratchetness to get on my unstained holy garment.
I actually enjoyed HGTV. I love the Food Network. I love Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's my show.
I love food. I love food competition reality shows. Like, I'm addicted to Chopped. I'm addicted to Hell's Kitchen. I love Chef Ramsay. I want him to make me my dinner on my honeymoon night.
Just being able to watch somebody eat like all of the fattest things in America, that really makes me happy. Like, I love guys.
Mary, I like this show. I think it's real.
I did feel it was a positive show. I did like that it did show them some realness, that they have disputes, they have conflict. I also like that it did show they have a human side and a spiritual side.
We know that Mary not gonna break up. They've been on for 7 seasons now, but they always break it up at the end, then they come out with a new single. And then everybody hype like, go get your blessings. No, go get a new season, because that's what we did for them by hyping them up.
My favorite reality TV show is Showers of Sunset.
Go.
One, because I like to see this whole different culture that I've never experienced before. Two, Reza, he is hilarious and he can dress his butt off.
I did watch it because Reza had a pair of my Louboutins that I have, so that was really the main reason why I watched it, because I wanted to see if he really had the shoes, and he does.
I like Teen Mom too. Oh, that's my favorite show.
Disrespectful. I watch Teen Mom a lot. I don't know why I fell in love with Teen Mom, but I think I was just fascinated that America was praising them for getting pregnant and having unprotected sex.
Little kids get knocked up by the age of 16, and then they want to get married by 19. It's hilarious.
And then they got a whole show from it. Like now, I'm kind of like a teen mom. Come here, think. I'm kind of like a teen mom. And I realized where like their anger is so coming from.
I love the Braxtons.
But when I catch the Braxtons, I think they are hilarious. I love them.
They don't care about the cameras being on, and all of them can sing. And I'm a fan of natural born singers, so I love to hear them sing and interact with each other.
My favorite one is Mama Evelyn. She's gorgeous. She doesn't take no mess, and she will slap the piss out of every single one of them girls, and I love her. She reminds me of my mom. She's very wise. She's gorgeous. And my mom will slap the piss out of me and my sisters too, if she wants to.
When they don't get along, she makes them sit down and talk and stuff like that. I kind of get that love thing from them.
But I do like the Braxtons. Mom Evelyn is holy. I mean, she's saved. She's next to the definition of holy.
My favorite daughter, which probably will be a surprise to you guys, is Tracy. She is the funniest Braxton on that show, even though they labeled her the wannabe in the first couple seasons. I believe she's coming into her own. She doesn't take Tamar's stuff, even though the stuff she might say back to Tamar might not make any sense.
I take people for who they are and what part they play on a show. So I love Tamar.
She takes reality TV to a totally different level. I love it.
Yeah, all that would get on my.
I
was
love
busy,
it.
I'm smacking her back of the head.
I love it.
But Tony is my favorite. She's still my favorite singer, even though Tamar is more vocally advanced than her. But I still love Tony's deep mumble jumble. I just ate a pot of gumbo voice.
More reality, Tamar and Vince.
I really liked the Tamar Vince show. I loved how they showed you know, Vince's career and the stuff that he did, as well as his health issues and how Tamar was there by his side. I mean, I guess I can say she's a good wife from what I see on TV.
I never really watched Tamar and Vince, but seeing them on the Braxtons, I like them as a couple, even though I feel like he be trying to play her sometimes because she's younger than him.
Vince is the well-needed voice of reason in Tamar's life. He tells her how it is. That when he actually talks to her, she shuts up. She listens to him. I mean, he really is good for her because it looks like he has her in check, and somebody needs to put that butt in check. And I just think they're cute together.
Sometimes the way she talks to him, like, it's ridiculous the way she talks to that guy. So he can stand up for herself the way he do.
We'll talk about this later.
Cool.
I don't think Tamar's career would be what it is without the show, but like, thank God she had the show, because I just don't think Vince was like really trying to put her out there like that.
But I do believe that her reality show helped her get her music out there, because we all know that the music business right now is in horrible shape. As long as you are horrible and you have a slogan, they'll give you a record deal. But Tamar's music, I think, is of high quality, and I love her voice, and I love Love and Flora. I love that song.
Tony, Unbreak My Heart. Other than that, you can keep all that Tamar shit. That's the only thing I heard. And they be crying about nothing too. Like, I got sister. What we crying about? Everybody crying. Like, every other day you crying. Like, I don't even cry that much. And I live a regular life. Like, you rich. Why are you crying this much? Like, it's no. Next. What's next?
My favorite show is Love and Hip Hop. Only because I have a passion for music.
Love and Hip Hop is one of the best reality shows on TV.
I agree.
Love and Hip Hop is pretty much hilarious. I laugh at their lives, which is, I guess it can be ignorant, but they're just displaying all types of wrong on TV.
My favorite personality on there is probably Mendeece's. Like, I kind of see myself in him a little bit from like where he used to like be, you know, doing his own crazy thing, but now he got his kids, you know, he stepped up and be a family man, so it's kind of cool to see some positive stuff on there.
Mendeece's is just the slowest talking reality show personality that's ever been hired. I've never seen somebody look like they're about to fall asleep and get in a fight at the same time, so he gets an A+ in my book.
Jim Jones, even though he scares me, he cracks me up. And ERIKA, I just love to hate her.
But I understand where Tahiri's coming from. As far as sometimes you just have to walk away and let bygones be bygones. But your love for the person is so strong, sometimes you want to hold on and make sure they're going to be all right. And in the meantime, you're suffering.
And she's pretty, I mean, but I think she can do a lot better than Joe Budden, because he's Joe Budden. Sorry, I mean, he's a good rapper, but personality-wise, he is horrible.
I kind of got hooked to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, even though that's the most coonified show you could ever put on television. And it's no way that could be real. It's no way that Mimi can be that stupid to let herself be disrespected by Jocelyn and Stevie the way that she was. It's just no way. And if it is, I'm going to go on a fast. I'm going to go on a fast, and I'm going to go in a fervent prayer, down on my knees, and hit the threshing floor for Sister Mimi. I'm definitely probably going to watch season 2, because I definitely need to see Scrappy say, I put them paws on him one more time. That causes me to break out in a dance when he says, I put them paws on him. I feel spirit and joy and elatedness in my heart when that comes on.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I love them. I love Nene. I hate Kenya Moore. If I ever seen her in the street, I probably would smack her.
I'm definitely a Nene fan. And I admire the fact that Nene, like Drake wrote, started from the bottom, now we hear from Nene. Because when she was wearing that long cognac weave with that godforsaken tooth job, okay, it was out of order.
I also like Candy. She is about her money. She's not afraid to speak her mind and say whatever she wants to say.
Porsha and her bill.
I think she's pretty dumb. Like, she has no brain cells.
She's like a Kelly Bundy to me. When I think of Porsha, I think of Kelly Bundy, because she may have like the poise sometimes, but anything else, I wouldn't ask her to sew a button on a shoe. Wait. Yo, sew a button on shoes.
I like Porsha. She's a little goofy, a little dippy, but I can deal with that. We all have blonde. We need one blonde in the circle. I have a few blonde friends. They're just, woo, flies right over the head. So.
I feel like I have a college degree and then I watch reality shows that makes me dumber. Like like right now, like I watched a little bit of the Braxtons the other day and now I can't spell read.
I wasn't really a basketball wives fan, because all of them half of them ain't wives know how. I don't even know how they made it on the show.
Basketball wives. I don't watch LA. I refuse to. Jackie scares me. She's like Medusa or something. She's too old. Her face, structure, her hair, her styles. It's just a nightmare to me. That's like Silence of the Lambs and Exorcist and Freddy put all together.
I love reality shows. I'm addicted.
I'd rather watch something that I know a cast, like a plot, a director, a writer really sat down and gave somebody like a real job to do and watch them act it out. That's more exciting to me. Next.
Whoever the writer of Breaking Bad is, kudos to him, because I lost a good week and a half of my life just trying to catch up on all 4.5 seasons.
My TV is always on ESPN. Any time of the day. ESPN, NBA TV. But if it doesn't have to do with sports, one of my favorite TV shows is Boardwalk Empire. I love the mafia, the mob type stuff, and the time of what word am I looking for?
I don't know.
The time that it takes place, like the years that it takes place, like early 1900s. I just think it's cool.
Like Family Guy, American Dad, anything animated. I think animation allows people to be themselves without being ridiculed. You can really catch a person's personality when they're really not being watched. It's a good answer.
I don't know about y'all, but I DVR different strokes because I just want to, and I like it. So don't judge me.
I love the shows that you used to call like by whoever the main character's name was back in the day, like Family Matters, how you used to call it like Urkel, and like Full House, how you used to call it Michelle, or maybe that was just me, but I love all those old shows.
Love Scandal, best TV show that I've seen in a long time.
And Scandal. That's the noise of a Scandal. Ready to do it again?
Okay, we all need to grab hands and join and sing Negro spirituals when Scandal is on, because it is a movement.
My favorite TV show of all time is Martin.
I love Martin. I feel like you could relate anything that goes on in your life to like an episode of Martin.
Martin.
Oh,
Can't
yeah,
go wrong with
absolutely.
Martin. I can watch Martin right now and see an episode 400 times and still crack up like I've never seen it.
I agree.
Yes.
If you didn't watch Martin as a child, you were clearly deprived or something. And I'm going to pray for you tonight when I bow my head and go to bed, because you certainly missed out on an American tradition.
Martin is something that my family, cousins, sisters, everybody in my family, just something that we all have in common. And Martin, to this day, it came out, in the early 90s, and I can watch an episode that I've seen a billion times and I will crack up laughing like I never saw it before. So I love Martin. Love you, Martin.